Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you everyone so much for coming back to my channel. Today is Thursday, October 20th, 2022. I had to come to this to my my channel. I'm sorry, and make this video, okay? I don't even know how to start. This is why I think I'm getting confused, because in if case you didn't know me, like, I love kids so much. And my mom has, when we moved here to the US, she began taking care of kids at home. She was a babysitter, and I always felt like growing up I always have kids around, like young kids around my house. And they love to just come and play with me all the time. And I cannot imagine you being in you being trusted by the parents, right? They're going off to work, they're dropping their kids to you so that you can take care of them, and then you're gonna torment those kids. Like, are you kidding me? And throughout the years, right, this is like a side note, I learned that you know you cannot just leave your kids with anybody, right? But because we live in a society that it's hard for parents to maintain a household, so one of the parents has to go to work, obviously, or sometimes both of them have to. If it's a single parent situation, the mom has to go to work. So I always say, I tell to people all the time, just make sure whoever who you're hiring, or you're saying, I'll leave my kids with a neighbor or whatever, make sure you know who they are, okay? I saw this video this week, in case you haven't seen it yet. It's the video of, we all know Halloween is coming around, right? And I don't celebrate Halloween. I know a lot of people do, and they think it's because the costume, things, or whatever. Okay, whatever the reasoning is that you're trying to justify it in your head because it's cool, that's your decision, right? I don't personally celebrate Halloween, but this video is interesting because Halloween is so accepted everywhere, right? That this daycare, in case you haven't seen the video, the daycare, and I'm gonna have the video to show you guys at the end, right? So stay through the end of this video. A group of daycare staff decided to, when they're serving lunch, to come out wearing this scream mask, very scary mask, to scare the kids, right? And the kids, they look so young, like between like 1 and 2 and 3 probably. I can't even like describe it. I have to show you the guys the video. So here's the thing, this is why I got so angry about it, right? And if this is not triggering anger to you, then we have a problem in our society, that four grown adults thought that it is okay to do such a thing, right? Let me tell you guys something, right? When people are eating, okay, we get annoyed. Like, if we're eating anywhere, right, we get annoyed if the people sitting next to us, they're being loud, or they're being too loud on their phones, or there's a kid crying, right? Anything can trigger us, because when you're eating, right, I think most of human beings are like that. They like peace and quiet, they want to enjoy their food, right? Whatever it is, you have to understand, this group of kids, they're outside of their home environment, right? And I see so many videos on TikTok when you see, ma'am saying, this is what happened when I went to pick up my child at daycare, and they're crying to see me. And of course, maybe it's not related, but not only, like, they're outside of their home environment, they're very young kids, obviously, so this is probably something new to them, okay? And then you're gonna wait until you serve them lunch or snack, whatever it is, right? They're so cute, sitting at a table, trying to have their meal. Like, everybody likes to eat in peace and quiet, like most people do, right? Nobody wants to be bothered, scared. You don't want to, like, think, I'm gonna get so scared that I'm gonna choke on my food, whatever it could happen, right? And then this group of four adults at this daycare, unsupervised, right? Obviously, because maybe the owner thought, hey, I have 4 grown adults taking care of these kids, I don't think I need to micromanage them, right? Because common sense will be like, hey, don't do stuff like that, right? That's just, you don't do stuff like that. These are not your kids. We're taking care of them, we're getting paid to take care of them. There has to be a fine line that you should never cross, right? But I guess the owner was not there, But these four adults decided that one of them should wear this scary mask, right, and come out when their kids are having their lunch. And what happened afterwards is so terrifying. Okay, I mean, I give it to the parents, like, man, to for them to not be like, I'm going after these people, how dare you do this to my kids, I trusted you, okay, to protect my child, and this is what you're gonna do. And if this does not tell you how society is these days, I don't know what else it is, right? It is so sad to see that. That tells you, right, when people, I mean, it's not just like, not one of them said, hey, wait a second, this is not right. They're obviously not taking it as a joke. They're terrifying, crying, and nobody said, hey, let's just stop it, right? I think it was last year I came here on my channel. I did a video about this principal who was spanking this girl, and then she took a video and sent it to the mom or something like that. Like, what is going on? Who does that? Okay, and that tells you, speaking about job market and all of that stuff, people are being hired, and oh, they're so cute, they're so adorable, but they don't have any idea. There's not enough training given to these people. There's not enough training. There's not enough, background checks, okay, mental background check to see how these people are. How do you react when you are annoyed, right? Do you have mental concerns about yourself? It's like, oh, you want to do the job, okay, you're hired, whatever, right? You're so cute, and these people, they a lot of the times, they tell you what you want to hear. And if people are desperate for a job, if you're easily, persuade, perhaps, then you're gonna hire whoever you think is oh, she's so cute, I'm gonna hire her to take care of kids. And this is what these people decide to do, okay? And not only that, like, during lunch times, and like, there's no like human nature clock that's thinking and saying, wait a second, can you stop it? Like, they're not even laughing. They're so scared about it, okay? And then they record the whole thing. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what is happening to society these days? And then people are so outraged, and I know people are gonna get annoyed about what I'm gonna say now, but people are so outraged about what's happening in New York City, in the subway system in New York City. You guys know I was there in September. The first thing that happened to me when I got to Grand Central, some guy just came straight, tried to hit me in my face. Okay, completely random, right? And then, yeah, so there's something off happening in this world, right? Some things are just, it's like, what is going on? And then every time we see an attack, we say things like, oh, in the subway, they said, oh, just mental issues, this and the other. But when you see four grown adult people working, right, having a job in a daycare, okay, out of all places, being instructed and trusted to take care of kids that age of, and that's what they decide to do. And not only that, but to record it, like, good thing they recorded it, because obviously the owner was not there. These kids were gonna go home traumatized, okay, probably telling, hey, mommy, teacher was wearing a mask, whatever, like, or something. But it's so stupid. Like, I don't understand what's happening. It makes me so angry, okay, to see when kids are in the scare like that, okay. There's no like mental clock going inside of any of these women to say, hey, wait a second, this is no longer a joke, can we stop this whole thing? Okay, and not only that, like, I'm sure all four of them, when they're having their lunch, they don't want to be bothered, okay? And then they do that too, because there's always that person who's so like, egotistic, and like, okay, they always like to do things to other people, even though they hate when somebody does them to them. It's such an outrage, when somebody does it to them, right? And then when it's okay to do it to somebody else, right? Let me see if I can give you more information, right? a viral video showing a former Mississippi daycare worker scaring kids in her care while wearing a creepy mask has prompted child abuse charges. Good, okay? Child abuse, and like I said, once again, I give it to those parents because that video is hard to watch. Again, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Hopefully they don't cancel this video here, but I'm giving you a warning, okay? It's hard to watch. Like, I got so angry. I didn't watch the whole thing. I got so angry. You have no idea. Like I said, I love kids. I always have young kids in my house, growing up, because my mom was a babysitter. And every little, like, if they fell or something, like, I'm running, right? Even though my mom was taking care of them, that was not my job. But it's just, I don't understand, like, how these people thought this was okay, right? So yes, I'm glad the parents were able to control themselves to not go there, and then what could happen? Like, something else crazy could happen, right? So it says here, the video, which was filmed, it happened so this month, October the 4th, and the child care center called Little Blessing Child Care in Monroe County has prompted an investigation by the Mississippi Police Department. Okay, the daycare facility and its owner, who's the owner of the place, her name is Sheila Sander, said that she fired the employees involved after learning about the incident, which says she wasn't aware until she learned about the video. Okay, she wants to do this thing right now. Okay, you're not like creating like outfits, like I'm a fashion designer. You're not creating clothes for people. You're taking care of kids. Okay, you can't just say, oh, my employee, she gave peanuts to a kid that was allergic to peanuts. I wasn't there, so I don't know anything about it. No, you are responsible for what happens in your daycare because you are the owner. Okay, even if you're like miles away on vacation, you need to know who you hire. Yes, do people make mistakes? Yes, but like, that's why you have to put cameras, right? You have to be watching. You can have a manager watching over, right? Somebody that you trust. Like, it is crazy. It is crazy. Like, look up, like I said, what happening at the subway in the subway in New York City. Okay, so you have to be more responsible. Like, it's easier for her to say, I fired all of them. I wasn't here. Like, I had nothing to do with it. You're not, like I said, you're not making clothes, okay? You are taking care of kids. So it's so easy now to like wash your hands and be like, it wasn't me. I had to apologize for everybody. No, there has to be more. She has to be held accountable for this, and she needs to just do like a training. I don't know, like, give people scenarios and things. What would you do, and what if this happened? What do you do? And the penalty should be higher. Okay, the police and whatever investigation can do their penalty, but you as a business owner should say, if this happened, this is even worse than firing you, but like, you're gonna be taken away, you're gonna be in jail, whatever, like something higher to help to keep people accountable. Okay, because people are gonna be like, oh, it was just Halloween. They see a scary mask everywhere. What, like, people, like, I know some people, and the reason I'm speaking like that is I was on Twitter kind of getting like some type of feedback of what people thought, right? People are like, can you believe they arrested these teachers for wearing a mask and scaring kids? This is how society is right now. It's so crazy. But like I said before, they thought it was a big game, right? They recorded the whole thing, and now they are arrested. They were arrested. Let me give you more information. Look at the ages. Like, this is them right here. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys real quick. This is it was 5 people. It was 5 grown women involved in this whole ordeal. It's scaring kids wearing a mask. Like, 5 grown people. Like, and nobody had a thing going off their head and be like, wait a second, they're screaming way too frantic. Why don't we just call it the whole thing? And their name is Sierra McCandles, 21, Osha Kilburn, 28, Jennifer Newman, 25, and Shaniel Mills, 28. I mean, these are not even like they're not 18. They're like grown women, like I said. It's so crazy. So they got arrested, and their charges were pressed. Here's the video. Like I said, I already showed you. I gave you warning about it. If you're sensitive to this type of stuff, so cut it out. I'm not gonna put the whole thing. I'll probably put a little bit of it so you guys get an idea if you haven't seen it yet. Thank you again so much for coming back to my channel. Have a good night, everybody. God bless. For coming back to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and share this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. Hi everybody, this is Julissa. I'm here to invite you to my podcast, JulissaDesigns, and it can be found on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can join me every day as I make episodes of the latest news, real life stories, and I also share my favorite Bible verse. Hope to see you then. God bless.